Hey, what's up, guys? Jonathan here with Florida Turf Pros. I have a story that was so impactful on me last week that I feel compelled to share it with you. I'm usually a nuts and bolts type guy that I like to give you details of lawn care business stuff and the how-tos and making our businesses grow. But this was so important that I feel like you'll receive a lot of value out of it. Okay, so here's the story. I'm out on a client's property last week, and as lawn care business owners and people who are out in the field, we see a ton of fences, right? I'm sure your clients have tons of fences and gates, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I feel like I am an unofficial expert in determining what is a good gate and what is a bad gate, what is a good fence and what's a bad fence, okay? So most of my clients, their fences, the slats are like uneven. It looks like the companies who came and put these in were trying to do as many as possible, as cheaply as possible. The posts are undersized, the gates are all saggy. You know what I'm talking about. The crappy gates that like sag down, you try and open them up, they're scraping across the grass. It's built with undersized hardware, just a very, very poor bracing system. It's not a good product, all right? But I do have 3 or 4 clients that their fences are impeccable. The tops of the slats are laser level. Big oversized posts, lots of concrete were used to set these posts. The framing for the gate was big post, great bracing system inside the gate, all the right angles to support the weight of the gate, big oversized hardware on all those hinges and everything. You go and you put your hands up on this gate, or these 2 or 3 gates, and it just feels rock solid, man. It just feels like the gate's going to last forever. I mean, whoever did this, it was a craftsman who put a lot of pride into their work. And I noticed that all these clients that had the good gates, there is a plaque up inside these gates, okay? And it's the company who made these fences and gates. They put their plaque, their stamp on this fence and this gate. And it's a metal plaque about the size of a postcard with bronze writing on it. And it was something that they were like, this is us, this is our company, we're so proud of the work that we did in our craftsmanship, this is our stamp of approval, like we did this, I did it, you know? So the name of the company is Fences by Paul, and I had seen this on my clients' fences and it sounded so familiar. I felt like I should have known who Fences by Paul was. I feel like it sounded too familiar and it kept coming up in my head. I was like, it was bugging me, like I should know, like why do I know that? Why does it sound so familiar? So I'm sitting there at my client's property last week, staring at this gate, again, just staring at this plaque. And then it hits me. It's like somebody punches me right in the face. I know who Fences by Paul is now. So I know Paul. A long time ago, this guy named Paul, who I knew, he had lost his job, and he told me that he was going to start a fence building business. He was going to call it Fences by Paul. And not being one to dash somebody's dreams, you know, I said, good luck, man, you know, have at it. But in all truthfulness, guys, in the back of my mind, I thought, there is no way that Paul is going to build a good fence. He doesn't have what it takes to build a good fence. Not because he is lazy or not a good worker or not dedicated. You see, Paul, who owns Fences by Paul, Paul does not have arms. Paul does not have an arm from the elbow down. I don't mean he's missing a hand or some fingers. He doesn't have arms. At his elbow joint, all this is gone, and then up here on top of the elbow joint on his left arm is completely gone. Paul does not have arms. But here I am staring at this fence with the plaque, Fences by Paul, the best fences I've ever seen. It's like somebody has punched me in the face. And I sit there and I think, 1, how dare I had doubted this guy? And then 2, something my grandfather had told me a long time ago. He said, whenever you're stressed out, whenever you feel like you have problems, there is somebody somewhere who would give anything to have the problems that you have. And they will probably work harder than you. Dude, that was like a 1-2 punch that just about knocked me slap out last week. So, guys, the point I want to hammer home in this video, we may be stressed out in our lawn care businesses, waiting on that spring rush to come in. Funds are tight from the winter, but somebody somewhere would give anything to be in the position that we're in, the opportunities that we have, and they're going to work hard to do what they have to do to be successful. Paul took a obstacle, a challenge, and just, like it wasn't even there, just destroyed it, just smashed it. I mean, he's building fences better than anybody else in the area, and he doesn't have arms. Guys, keep your mind right, keep your perspective right. When you think you're stressed out, just remember, there's always somebody who would give anything to be in your position, okay? Good luck, guys. God bless.